enemy, they stripped me of everything I had. Tortured for 2 days. Tossed into this little cell. The one I described to you from the very beginning wasn't kidding you an inch. Now, in all fairness, I was in a lot of different cells over there. They moved us around about every 6 months. Some are bigger, some are smaller. And eventually they gave me a roommate. But the first cell and the average cell was 8 by 8. About 200 miles into my experience, I heard in the far corner the chirping noise of a cricket. Just a little chirping sound, and I paid no attention at first, yet the longer I listened, the more rhythmic the sound became, and I thought, there's a pretty educated little critter. Maybe I can teach that dude to sing. I walked over to the corner to investigate. I found there no cricket at all, but a piece of wire. It was about that long, and it was poked through a hole at the base of the cell wall and scratching on my concrete floor, making this chirping noise like a cricket. Are you with me? And can you imagine what might be going through your mind in a situation like this? And then can you equate this to a management principle or a parenting point of view? I'm watching a little wire, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, somebody wants to network. Somebody wants to be on my team. Somebody wants to help me make my numbers. Somebody wants to communicate with me. Somebody wants to pack my parachute. And boy, do I need my parachute packed today. By this time in this experience, I am losing track. I don't know for sure anymore what's a real memory and what's a hallucination of a memory or a memory of a hallucination. I mean, I need a baseline. I need to validate my sanity. I need to tug on the wire. Now, what's the overriding emotion vis-a-vis my mental box? Sure, it's the same single four-letter word that debilitates us all. As managers, as mothers, as bankers, as citizens, it's called fear. But maybe not the fear you'd suspect, because the fear I was feeling at that moment in my life is the same fear managers feel every day. It's that old fear of inadequacy, that old loss of control, that old maybe I'm not smart enough for this job. Maybe I'm too smart. Maybe I'm not old enough. Maybe I'm too old. Somehow I sometimes feel like a square peg in a round hole. Here's specifically what I'm thinking. On the other end of that wire is another fighter pilot, since that's who's in these prison camps. And boy, would I like to talk to another fighter pilot. But I'll bet that guy's tougher than I am. I'll bet he didn't cry when they tortured him like I did. I'm losing interest now. See my box getting smaller and smaller. Oh, it'd be nice to go talk to that new hire about that challenge that they're facing. It'd be nice to talk to the kid next door. We think they're having a little trouble. It'd be nice to speak to the spouse about that unspeakable topic. But hey, life's pretty short. I got other things to do. And anyway, if I can crawl over here in the corner of this prison cell and wait, who knows, 2 or 3 years, the Marines will break down the gate, I'll be set free, I'll never have to take another risk the rest of my life. Ooh, another four-letter word, R-I-S-K. Seems like that's the tool that you and I have to use to empower ourselves. It's the same tool that our people have to use that are on the front line.